Always has
Victor's
been.
threatened my life. He's threatened my sister's. The thing that hurts me the worst is that Victor has ruined his life. And once he becomes clean again, off of all the drugs that I believe that he's on right now, how's he gonna feel when he realizes that he took someone's life?
The words of a woman who knew Victor Rivera, the man accused of shooting and killing a gas station clerk last night on Thanksgiving. That's our top story this evening. We're learning more about Rivera's violent past from the people who knew him personally. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brett Thomas. Heather has the night off. 21-year-old Victor Rivera being charged with murder. News Channel 15's Kaitor Pessoa has been working this story all day long. He joins us live in the newsroom right now. So, Kaitor, you talked to his roommates. What they have to say?
They're relieved that he's in custody because they thought he was coming for them next.
I fear for my own life. If Victor ever gets out, I'm a dead woman.
Evelyn Sharp described her day with one word: terrifying. Just 2 weeks after her former roommate, Victor Rivera, said he would kill her, he's being charged with shooting a gas station clerk to death. Before he was caught by police today, she feared he was coming for her and her roommates. They had taken Rivera into their home after his mother left him. They were looking out for him, but they say he became dependent on drugs and turned dangerous.
He would get violent, he would get very rude.
To the point that he threw hot coffee in one of their faces. So they kicked him out of the house. Then, last night happened, the robbery, the murdered clerk.
The thing that hurts me the worst is that Victor has ruined his life. He's ruined it. He'll never come back from this.
Rivera's friends in the area think he was drunk last night when he robbed the Meijer.
I was shocked. I just think he was in a bad spot in his life, and he just made a mistake. You know, he was going through a lot, so you know, I don't think he really meant to do what he was doing. I think he was just making a mistake, I guess. You know, he seemed like a good guy. I don't think he really meant to do what he was doing.
Tonight, family has identified the victim. His brother says his name is Jacob Willerico. He described him as full of light. We also talked with his friends who say they are stricken with grief.
I totally broke down crying, like totally broke down. He just turned 25, October. So it's like being so young, you know, trying to get your life together. It was like, what, you know? Like I said, I cried. I really cried.
Live in the newsroom, Kaitor Pessoa, News Channel 15.
Thank you, Kaitor. Police tell us just 15 hours passed from the time the shooting happened to when they were able to arrest Rivera. They say that was largely thanks to your help.
We got the likenesses. We utilized you guys, the media. The public saw it, consumed it, and provided us great information. And the detectives and investigators, both plainclothes, undercover, and uniform officers, took that information and worked it to this very successful conclusion. So these are the type of results that we receive when we have a team effort. When I say team effort, a community effort.
They are thankful for the public's help in this investigation.